Oh, I had a question for you real quick before we get into the show.
Okay.
Listen, both you and I went to a movie screening last night.
We did.
We went to see Tron Ares.
We did.
And I think that the embargo is off. That we
no, the reviews are coming out. Yeah,
we can say what we think about the movie. In one word, what's your one word review for Tron Ares?
Wrong-headed.
Okay, my one word review for Tron Ares is dumb.
Okay.
And maybe that sounds reductive, but I just feel like it really was a dumb movie. Okay. However, that being said,
I mean, should we expand on that a little bit? Or?
No, it's not worth it.
I mean, look, because I think that as we talk, look, if you're a Tron person,
why?
Quite honestly,
who's a Tron person?
Hey, nerd shall not judge nerd.
Okay.
Except furries. They should probably be on a list somewhere. But besides that, nerd should not judge nerd. I think if you are a Tron person, you will be disappointed because I think Tron people, as we were discussing before the camera started, like Tron is really vibes, like the aesthetic, like the
it's
Tron
all about the aesthetic.
is iconic.
Yes,
and I was amazingly disappointed with how little of that aesthetic there was. And unlike other properties, I always felt like Tron was more sizzle than steak.
Yes.
Like, for instance, Alien Earth, which was just on, didn't have a lot of the xenomorph for it to be an alien show, but there are so many aspects to the alien mythology, you know, the nature of humanity, corporate warfare, what defines a person. Predatory nature of the other.
Yeah, there's other questions.
Even without the xenomorph there, it felt like an alien show because there's still so many of those themes that were present. I never really got that there were a lot of themes in Tron.
There's not.
It was just vibes.
It never was. And
Tron Legacy, the first sequel, was all vibes. So it worked. They just didn't spend as much time with the aesthetic, so it just felt almost I didn't understand what the point was
because it was dumb,
which then lands on. What's your question?
But my question about this is, and you're talking about like Tron as this property, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But Tron Legacy was the first sequel to Tron.
Yes.
Right. And Tron, the original Tron, is from the 80s.
Yes.
Early 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And it was mind-blowing at the time.
Right.
But it was all about the look.
Yeah.
My question to you, as they try to build this up into a thing, into this franchise of Tron.
Right.
And I think they have screwed the pooch with this.
Right. I'm curious to see how well it does. The reviews have been tepid.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there another property out there that maybe it's time to let go and stop trying to build up these franchises? You talked about Alien Earth, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'll be honest. I'm not a hardcore Alien guy. I like the first three. And I think I've seen Prometheus and bits of other ones.
Kind of, yeah.
But so they weren't necessarily for me, but I recognize what they're doing by expanding their look at that universe.
Right.
You know, asking other questions and dealing with other subjects in that universe, and are making it work more or less.
Right.
Right. So if people are good, and the people that are alien people, because they are alien people, we all know that. You're one of them.
I'm one of them.
They are very pleased for the most part with where they're going.
Absolutely.
With what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right? So God bless them. They're rocking on. Predator. In my mind, aren't they kind of like redoing the same movie all the time? And yet they have found a way to reboot Predator now.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're saying something.
Yeah.
They're saying something about their universe,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it seems to be working.
Yeah.
Predator Badlands looks like it might actually stand a chance of being a great, or at least a very good film.
Right, and as we've said, the best Predator movie was made less than 5 years ago.
That was Prey.
So obviously,
Yeah,
it's right.
They figured out something like that. But there are other properties, and I'm gonna, and part of this question came up because we are in Bootober.
Sure.
And in horror movies, there are tons of properties that they just can't let go of.
Right.
Right. You know, this whole Conjuring universe is still ongoing, but people seem to like it. It's making money.
Sure. Look,
you know,
God bless them.
But I think they finally have let go of Nightmare on Elm Street. They finally have let go of Friday the 13th.
Okay.
Even though they've tried to reboot both of them. But I'm wondering if there's other properties, and it doesn't necessarily have to just be in sci-fi or in horror, that people maybe need to let go of. I will give you one.
Okay.
That I know they're going to do another movie. But if it were me, I would maybe stick with TV.
And that would be?
Or call it a day. Star Wars.
Yeah. See, this is the kind of, this is, you know, I don't really like to talk about Star Wars that much because people get very, like I can say that about Tron, that it's all sizzle, no steak. Because, you know, I can probably deal with the Tron people, but the Star Wars people.
Yeah, they go hard.
I never really thought there was that much foundation in Star Wars. And I will say this about Star Wars, the same thing I would have said about Predator before a couple of years ago and Alien a couple of years ago. Before Andor, and, you know, the first couple of seasons of The Mandalorian, apparently you can work with it. So I think Star Wars might still have some gas in the tank.
And that's why I was going to say that maybe.
But not just on television.
The reason why I say keep it to television is because that is where it seems to be working.
Right.
With that longer form storytelling.
But is it working on television or is it working because of the creators?
Well, yes, it's working because of the creators.
Right.
But those creators are working in a longer form storytelling.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say that more about Star Trek. Like if they never make another Star Trek movie, I'd be happy.
I was going to say that too.
Yeah.
But I can't say that Star Trek as a franchise is not thriving, because Star Trek as a franchise has returned to its original form, which is television.
Okay. Now, I'll tell you a franchise that I think we should just, we're just finished with it. And not only should we be finished with it, but we should discount everything that happened after the first two. And that's Terminator.
Well, they keep trying to reboot back to the second one.
I think everything after T2 has been a waste of time.
Yeah, they just need to call it a day.
Right.
Just call it a day.
Like, we made two great movies. Let's take those resources and do something else with them.
You are 100%
Yeah,
right.
that's my one.
Yeah.
That I'm like, we're done with that.
Well, my other one is the Rocky Creed series. I don't think we need to return to that world.
I mean, I feel like we're done. Like, I'm hoping Michael B. Jordan is finished with this character.
I hope so too.
Yeah, so you know,
I hope so too. So.
Like the fact that the fact that Rocky went as long as it did, I think is a miracle.
Right? Real quick, I saw in the chat, and the name has flashed by me. I'm sorry, but we were talking about franchises, and I saw somebody keeping for Jurassic Park as a franchise.
That's another one.
Definitely going on too long. It should have been done like
after the first movie.
Right.
After the first movie.
Maybe you get away with the second one.
How? Who's going back?
Well, Jeff Goldblum, he went back.
You're right. What are you?
I didn't mind the second one.
What are we doing here?
I didn't mind the second one.
And well, and I have to say, I've always thought those sequels to technology goes wrong and then they do it again was stupid to me. Like, I can't believe how stupid people are. But as I watch every day the conversations that we're having about AI. And I just saw a story over the weekend where they have these drones that they're training the AI. And every day I'm like, am I the only one that saw Terminator? Like, maybe I'm the only one that saw Terminator. Was it a small indie film?
But first of all, you don't even have to just seen Terminator. I'm sure there are episodes of The Twilight Zone that talk about technology going bad.
Right.
There was one. Remember there was one about the computer?
I mean, I'm sure it was.
And the computer like didn't want to be turned off. It's like, no, you ain't turning me off. Get the hell out of here.
But you know what covered it quite extensively? Terminator.
Okay, fair.
Like, there's a whole bit about Skynet and the AI. Like, there's a whole bit.
Yes, there is. Yes.
Maybe people haven't seen Terminator.
I'm sure people have.
So maybe you go to Jurassic Park and
maybe they're waiting for Arnold.
The dinosaurs get out, eat up everybody, and, well, let's go back.
I got another franchise for you.
Okay.
Transformers.
Well, I never thought they should have. I've not for one moment did I think that the Michael Bay Transformers was a good idea.
I didn't mind the idea. It's technology.
When they announced it, I said, this is a terrible idea.
The idea or that it was Michael Bay?
I think the Transformers as a concept is exactly what it is. A commercial disguised as an intellectual property.
Yes, of course.
So it needs to be a cartoon for children.
I could see it as I don't mind the idea of it as a movie. I didn't mind it. Did they get progressively dumb and they should be over and done with it? Stop trying to reboot it? Yes.
Was the first one great?
It wasn't great, but I got the spectacle of it. I understood the spectacle of it. I mean, you could say the same thing about Godzilla. They keep returning to the well with Godzilla.
Yeah, but see, Godzilla taps into the id and existential horror of an entire country in the horror of atomic warfare.
No, I understand.
Transformers is because Ronald Reagan deregulated everything, and they said you're now allowed to sell toys to kids on television shows. Like, that's you actually talking about apples in sneakers.
Well, I'm talking about the spectacle of it. Honestly.
Okay,
and I'm not. And don't get me wrong. I am not knocking Godzilla. I love myself some Godzilla.
But see, even the whole thing about the Transformers only makes sense when you realize they keep adding stuff to sell more toys, which is why it should be a cartoon.
Okay. Well, I understood the idea of doing it as movies. I didn't have a problem with them doing it as movies, but the movies weren't that great, and I think that they should dead them.
Yeah, just no more. Okay.
No more. No.
Okay, I agree.
That's all. Thank you.
I would have said that at the very beginning. We saw Michael Bay to do a Transformers movie. You know what? I don't think we should do any more Transformers movies. We haven't done any yet. Well, G.I. Joe never really worked as a movie franchise, but I have the exact same
argument for G.I.
Right.
Fair enough. But hey, they made Barbie work. Should they do a Barbie 2?
No.
My thoughts exactly.
I think Barbie is very much a done in one.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so as well. Very, very good. And they shouldn't, well, there you go.
And did they make a Barbie movie or did they make a movie about Barbie? So it's like the Lego movie. It's a movie about it, not, you know.
But they did do a Lego movie too.
And I don't think they should have.
I agree.
Yeah, even though I thought it worked more than it should have, it was still diminishing returns.
I'll tell you another franchise that they should stop.
Okay.
But another one's coming out. It's Toy Story.
Yeah, but you can't, That's a juggernaut. What? That's like trying to stop. That's like trying to stop the weather.
They're just waiting for the one to fail.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to fail.
Well, I don't think 4 did okay.
Look.
I don't think 4 did the numbers that they thought it was going to.
Toy Story and Cars, they going to make them from now on.
Well, they've stopped making Cars.
Have they?
There haven't been any more Cars. It's been 3, that's it.
Can tell you, I've never actually watched Cars.
I had to watch 1, but I haven't seen any other since that.
Yeah, but Toy Story, I think, is just...
And Cars is kind of like moved over to television.
Right. It's like Toy Story and Shrek. They're like forever.
Shrek isn't forever,
like
even
the
though they're
weather.
bringing back Shrek.
Yeah.
Shrek thought they were done, but they're doing Shrek again. And I think they're doing Shrek again because Mike Myers can't sell anything else.
Right. I just assumed he needed like a third castle.
Whatever. I don't know. He's got mortgages on his castles. All right, that's it. That's it. That's all. Toy Story 4 grossed. That did $1 billion worldwide?
I hear you talking about Toy Story is like, I thought maybe you were thinking about something else.
I didn't know that Toy Story 4 did $1 billion.
Dude.
I knew 3 and 2. I mean, I knew the other ones did.
Toy Story is
wow.
It really is. Toy Story and Shrek are just
$1 billion.
They are inevitable.
Okay, there's the difference. They're saying that it did 640 international, which is great.
I mean, that money spends.
Yeah, but
what? What's the but?
The but is that means that it did only 300 domestic.
Yes, and it did 600.
I'm sure
overseas.
they would love for that number to be bigger domestically.
Why? Does that money not spend? Is that different money?
No, it's
like
not.
I know you go to Europe and they give you that monopoly money, but
it's not monopoly money.
But
I'm talking about their currency.
But that money spends over there, and you go to that man in the booth, and they hand you some American currency.
All right. I mean, look. I didn't know that it made $1 billion, and I'm going by knowing that it didn't do as well as they wanted domestically.
Right.
But $1 billion, hey,
right,
can't knock $1 billion,
right.
And thus Toy Story 5 is happening.
Right,
and Shrek, whatever.
Right.
All right.
I hate it when it rains, but dog, it's gonna rain. That's the weather. That's the weather. You can't stop the weather.